What up guys, I'm Thales and we're back with another how to slice. In today's how to slice video, we're gonna be checking out some awesome Halloween lights. So let's go to the video. So this is the pumpkin light. As you can see, this is a really nice model to lighten up your parties for Halloween. In this video, we're gonna be checking out the best print settings to print this beautiful model. So let's go. So first off, let's analyze this model. As you can see, we got the back part right here, the top one, and the light itself, the pumpkin. So let's take a look. First off, as you can see, this is hollow. So you're gonna be mounting your light inside this part. But as you can see, we're going to be needing support. I have sliced, so let's take a look. I have sliced just the pumpkin, and you will see that it really needs support right here, because as this is closing up, this is a really big bridge, so we're gonna have to add a little bit of support. As to this part right here that is in blue, we got a little bit of an overhang, so we're gonna be adding some paint on support. So this is quite nice. So let's paint on support. By clicking over here on paint on support, we're gonna be increasing the brush size. Okay, this way you can see that we're going to be painting on. Let me just reduce a little. So paint on support right here, just to make sure we got a really good quality print. This is not gonna be visible because the top part is gonna cover, but it's really nice to give it a scrub and to make sure that it will fit nicely the top part. As for this part right here, what we're gonna do is just do a rough sketch. This is to help while doing the bridge, to support a little. You do not need to paint too much everything, because this is quite nice. Just give it a scrub just so that you can build a little bit of support, so when it does the bridges, the support will hold and reduce the bridging distance. So this is quite nice. So we have painted. Let's go to the print settings. So over here in print settings, what we're gonna do is reduce the layer height to around 0.18, just so we can get an extra quality print. As for vertical shells, we could leave it at 3 or reduce to 2. By reducing to 2, you make sure that the model is gonna be less rigid, but we're gonna get more translucent, so it's gonna pass more light through the model. So this is quite nice. This is a really nice option. So we're gonna leave it at 2. So let's go. Over here in solid layers, we're gonna leave the standard configurations. Over here in fill density, we're going to be doing a 10% fill density. And over here in fill pattern, we're gonna do concentric. So this is gonna give a really nice print effect. Going to skirt and brim, let's analyze. So this model doesn't need too much of a brim. As you can see, it's low, the contact area, but as this is a really big part and not too much tall part, you are not going to be needing some brim. But if you want, you can be adding just a tiny bit of brim to this part. A 2mm brim will be fine if you have issues with bed adhesion. But if you don't, you do not need to add brim. As for support material, we're going to be adding support material because we have painted. So we're going to generate support material. And going over to grid style, we're going to select organic. And make sure that to select a 1, so light top interface layers to 1, so it's easier to remove. So this is quite nice, because as the parts, this interior part that is going to connect the supports are not going to be visible, it's going to be easier to remove, and it's going to support a lot. And as it's not going to be visible, if you leave some scars, you're not going to be able to see. As for speed, you can be printing at your standard print speed. This is not a really difficult part to print, doesn't have tiny overhangs, so this is a quite nice value. As you can see, this part right here, your printer can do the overhang because it's a quite really narrow and short overhang and a bridge. So this bridge your printer can be doing without any support. So let's just slice to take a look. So as you can see, I have sliced, and it's gonna take 1 day, 6 hours and 14 minutes to print on the standard Ender 3v3 SE. As you can see, we got some support in the under part right here and some support that we have painted around this region. So if you take a look, we got a bridge right here, but your printer can be doing because it's quite small. But if you want, you can be adding a little bit of support. As you can see, if we go down, you'll see that the support structure is concentric. So this way, light's gonna shine through and it's gonna be visible. It's gonna give a really nice aspect. And all of the support is going to make sure that after printing this bridge, we got a little bit of connection, so it's quite easier to, so the support's gonna help a lot doing printing this part. So this is quite nice. The first part is ready to print. The other parts are quite easy because you can be printing at your standard print speed and your standard print configurations. So you can be changing if you want the infill to, let's say, over here, so it doesn't need support for this part. For infill, you can be changing to gyroid, or you can be leaving actually for concentric. Sometimes on the top parts, concentric can help doing by giving the effect of light, but the back part doesn't need too much to be printed at concentric. As for support material, we don't need infill, and for layer height, you can be printing at the same print configuration. So everything you can be doing the same, just these parts do not need any support because they're optimized for printing. So the models are ready to print. Make sure you check out stlflix.com for more models like this one, and I'll see you in another one.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STLFlix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.